Oh no. I just can't stop myself, can I? It seems I have a strange fascination with porting Team Fortress 2 maps to other games with entirely different engines, an otherwise insufferable endeavor. Part of that fascination is my appreciation for the art style, gameplay, and general attention to detail that TF2 maps have. They're so good that I have to relive them everywhere I go, but that comes with a cost, specifically my sanity. Such porting projects tend to reveal serious roadblocks that greatly reduce the amount of patience I have. Previously, I ported Turbine into Platinum Quest, one of the Marble Blast games. That port was done using Blender, which produced something very accurate to the original except for one particular wall. To this day, I'm still not sure why this lone brush has no collision, but I'm not going to go through the pain of fixing it, nor do I want to use Blender again right away. So for this video, I settled on porting to a different game, another first-person shooter that I've spoken fondly of in the past, Splitgate. Now we're dealing with a shooting game, I won't have to mess with the scale of the map. However, Splitgate is a current-day Unreal Engine game with an active development team, and because it's always online, modding it in the way I did with Platinum Quest isn't remotely possible. But there was an update to Splitgate that introduced an in-game map creator, which allows you to play custom maps online with others in a public or private lobby. Now there's plenty of people that have wanted me to make 2 for it, and while I would eventually like to port it to something, it wouldn't work in this environment. Map creators like this generally have fixed terrain and require you to place everything in the world as individual blocks, so a map with underground sections simply wouldn't work. Instead, I settled on Harvest as the map to port over, since not only is it one of the greats, but it's a relatively flat map with geometry that will be easy to recreate, at least in theory. I've even got online gameplay of the level to show off at the end of this video, but before then, let's go through everything one step at a time. After all, it's obligatory that you guys learn the full scope of my suffering. This is what the finished version of the map at the time of this video looks like. You're probably already thinking to yourself, this can't be Harvest. Why does it all look so barren and grey? And what are these floating red boxes? Well, unfortunately for us, all of these inconsistencies came about because Splitgate's map creator is very basic. The only skybox available sort of looks like the surface of Mars, every block is a dark grey colour, and there are some really silly restrictions that I'll get into later. To be fair, the map creator is in beta, but after using it for a while and knowing how it's set up, I don't think it will ever get to a point where you can reasonably recreate a map in terms of looks. That's why the video title says I kind of made Harvest in Splitgate, because all I could really work on was the layout and gameplay of it all. Let's just start where I started, a new, blankish map. With Harvest open in Hammer on my second monitor, because I'm a gamer, I cross-referenced the brushes to roughly build everything in the map, beginning with the open roof shack in the middle. It was only natural that walls would be my most used block type, because there are so many in Harvest. These blocks come in a variety of sizes, as small as 1 tile wide and tall, but always 3/8 of a tile thick, and that's a problem. Why? Well, everything snaps to half a tile, so that leaves a 1/8 gap that can only be covered up by rotating these walls in place, and I ended up doing that a lot to get everything to look right. There's also the roof of the shack, which I built out of flat ramp blocks. They weren't any smaller than 2 tiles in both directions, so I had to overlap them like this to sort of simulate a busted open roof. Already, with just one building done, we've uncovered 2 tedious things I had to do constantly. But there's plenty more issues I uncovered when constructing the next few buildings. And yes, I'm not bothering to talk about the mess of railing blocks you see on the sides of the roof. The next thing I worked on was the large building nearby, and this most definitely took the most time to recreate. I used floor and railing blocks to create the outdoor platforms and combined them with tunnel blocks to emulate the windows you snipe from and jump out of in TF2. But still, the majority of this building was made using wall blocks and ramps for the roofs. I was placing so many blocks that all needed rotation to fit in, and although I tried my best, you can make out certain areas where I gave up because these inconsistencies would be too difficult to fix. But how did I manage to place so many blocks in nearly identical positions all around the map? Well, the map creator has a feature where if you press a specific button, it copies the block you last selected and puts it where the original was. Unless you move the camera, then it'll spawn in the ground, in the air, all the way up to the side, who knows? So don't bother trying to zoom in and see inside the building you're working on, you'll just be wasting time. Oh, and when I said I spent the most time on this building alone, I was half lying, because there's an identical copy that I had to build separately. I'm not kidding, I built it separately, because there's no such thing as symmetry or mass selection. You have to move and place blocks one at a time. Something as simple as selecting multiple objects would surely be better than what I had to deal with. I was just thankful that players stand at a pretty normal height compared to these medium-sized walls. Otherwise, I'm not too sure I would be able to cope with the massive number of blocks that would need placing. I had to construct the exterior of these buildings as well, so you can understand my frustration. All of the other structures were just continuations of the issues I've already explained, but on a lesser scale. By then, I had an idea of how the map creator worked, so it was muscle memory to find the blocks required, rotate them into place, and copy them across the map. The next big hurdles don't come up until you realize that with only these blocks, this is just a skeleton, not an actual playable map. So we have to talk about gameplay entities. If you look at an untouched new map, you can see there are a couple of entities already present that you can't get rid of, including one spawn for each team, 2 team flags and 1 neutral flag, an oddball spawn, 4 King of the Hill control points, and 3 domination control points. The spawns were easy enough to find good locations for, apart from the bug almost every entity suffers from where you can't place them on the ground by hand. You instead have to press the drop to floor button, and only then will it properly touch the ground. Then there's the control points. Not only can you not have 1 control point per mode like in TF2, but these control points can't overlap with other entities or blocks, and there's no way to make them any smaller than this. I just threw in the towel and dropped the points directly over what I wanted them to be inside. Thank goodness everyone in Splitgate has a jetpack by default. Portals are also a standard mechanic in Splitgate, and that's what these blue blocks are for. I didn't want to deprive Splitgate players of an ability they take for granted, but they don't follow the same dimensions or snap rules as the surrounding walls, so you'll notice a couple of anomalies here and there. I also couldn't put any in this particular hallway because portal walls are double-sided, and I didn't want anybody portaling outside the playable area. Weapon pickups were so simple I don't need to talk about them, but the neutral flag and oddball needed to be in the center of the map, and yet as usual, entities can't overlap. I had no choice but to awkwardly stack them, and thankfully the oddball platform doesn't spawn and the ball falls to the ground, as if this was never a problem all along. And finally, I put the team flags in their spawns, and before you cry about spawn camping, I play tested this map with flags outside the spawns, and there was no way of defending them due to long respawn times and low player counts. That's everything I had to cover, right? No, of course not. These red boxes and the lack of scenery are impossible to ignore, so finally was the wrong word to use. The boxes are out of bound zones, and you die if you stay in these for 4 seconds or longer. There's so many of them because you can't change the boundaries of a map. Everywhere is assumed to be a safe zone, and so without the boxes, someone could run to the far corner of the map and delete enemies using a sniper rifle without a care in the world. I put down the bare minimum of these boxes to prevent the map from being exploited with unmodified jetpack power and player speed. And it was then that my porting journey truly and officially came to a halt. At the time I was creating this map, there was a hard limit of 1,200 objects, and only a couple more out of bound zones would have hit that limit. Since then, it's been increased to 2,000, but I had already recorded the gameplay, and why should I bother building any scenery if I can't decorate it and need to cover it with more red boxes anyway? So this is the harvest that ended up getting made and played. Unfortunately, not as stress-inducing or accurate as Platinum Quest's Turbine, but still causing some level of pain, and this time having true multiplayer support. And you know what that means. I have edited gameplay highlights where I let Untoward Banana host this map on his Twitch stream with several viewers. I think it's safe to say this project was a success given that people both from his audience and my audience enjoyed playing on this version of Harvest, even if there are clear differences in gameplay between TF2 and Splitgate affecting usage of certain parts of the map. I'll leave you with this footage and the task of spotting the gameplay differences and judging the map for yourself. And if you would all feel like trying out this game and making your own map, it's free on Steam, so go get it. With that, I'll let Stream Viewer me take over, and as always, I'll see you all next time.
Here we go. This is Jack's map. It is a replication. It is a recreation of Harvest from Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, and I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how this is going to work with a whole bunch of people.
I need Hepner to be like the judge of how accurate this is.
Oh, it's pretty accurate.
That's cool.
I mean, there are a lot of portal walls, which wasn't in the original, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but it's close enough to the
Guys, this is the Splitgate version of that. Hey, Iron Man!
Yeah! Okay, good job. Get help me, I got ya. Oh man, I almost got you with my rockets. Yeah! There it is.
Dang it.
I walked right into that.
How
so I need to. Oh, you did? Oh dear.
Yeah,
I can't believe you put a pistol on the map. Like anyone's gonna want the pistol.
Well, yeah, but it was
rockets and baseball bats and rocket launchers.
It was quintessential TF2, all right. I had to put the pistol in somewhere. It's like a last resort sort of thing. Ow! Damn it! No! Oh, I wanted to go away. I want the flamethrower. Give me that flamethrower. Yes.
Yay!
Oh no! I don't want to die to that. No portals. What are you doing bringing Portal into my game, huh?
We're not playing Portal 2, right?
I'm loving these rooftops here. Just snipey.
Where's the hello.
Oh,
Yeah, you're gone.
How long did it take you to recreate this?
I think this took me like 3 days on and off to create.
Wow, nice
there was
work.
just there was a lot of copying.
The melee does 50 damage, so definitely worth using it.
Yeah. I put it at the spawn because like every character in TF2 has melee, so I'm like, yeah, let's just give everybody melee. That's a good idea. And obviously you can see the results of that decision.
Oh, I know, dude.
I want that. No. Give me this gun. No. Oh. I didn't get it in time. Oh, yeah. Give me this. Give me this. Yes. Okay. You're gone. No camping your portals. That's not allowed. Oh, guys, I have the railgun. It's all over. It's all over unless you kill me. Yeah, it's all over.
Get out of here, cows.
Where are the reds?
Banana.
Show your faces.
Get out of here. With
Show
my
yourself.
railgun. I'm all happy right now.
No, I dropped it. I dropped it. I've got the rocket
That was
launcher
at 25
back.
health, literally.
Yes.
Everybody
lag.
Watch out, he's got a railgun. He's pouring.
Oh dear.
Spawn trapping.
Yeah, I see that. Oh boy. No! I
am
could have
running
shot the
with you,
floor! I could have shot the floor, man. My corpse went all over the place.
Dude,
Oh yeah, you guys are gone. This is such a close game. Oh, you're gone. No. Yeah, there we are. All right, can I get one more? I gotta find them though. Oh, there we are.
Where
You're
you
dead. Yes! Let's see that final kill. Oh, a water pistol. Oh, no. Screw the water pistol. Just get a shotgun to the face. Oh, jeez. Where are they all? Boom. Yeah.
Oh, I died.
What? I'm the last man? Are you serious?
Okay.
Good luck.
Don't even.
Good luck to you, buddy.
Oh, no! Here we go.
Oh, so close.
Hello.
What?
I got.
Definitely not.
I cleared your portal out. I'm the last man
sorry,
again. Are you serious?
No, it's okay, Regina. You don't have to.
You're the last
Yeah,
one
for sure.
again.
Okay, where are they all?
Last one again.
Yeah, don't.
Oh no.
I mean, there's some crazy portals. I know most
No!
of the top guys.
Oh, Banana, it's just up to you.
Banana.
1v4.
Banana.
1v4. Can he do it?
With music in his ear.
Yeah. This is not
the power of
good.
music.
This ain't good, man.
Banana.
Oh
my God, guys.
Whoa! Oh my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no! There he is. Oh. He's inside this hut. Where though?
Inside the hut.
I gotta get in spawns.
Cal's the best player in the game versus everybody.
Hey!
Ow!
Wow, dude. I'm right here.
Don't even.
You're second best.
Hello?
No, he's
Oh
second
no! Oh.
Oh no!
He's at the shack.
Cows, bananas.
Oh.
What cows?
Oh no! Oh.
You're an absolute.
Banana doesn't know the call outs. Hunting down the VIP is going to be very difficult though.
Cows 35.
Oh, I missed all my shots, man. Where's this VIP? Yeah, there we go. I gotcha. No! Oh, he's double health. I forgot he has double health. There we go.
Yeah, he's double health.
Okay. Subway's after you.
She says I fell.
Oh.
Right here. Bananas right here.
Oh my goodness. I'm dead. Somebody's behind you. Watch out.
Oh my God. Wait, did we? Oh, we got a kill. Oh, we got
This
it.
is
We're winning.
crazy.
I can't.
Yes! That's another one. Nice.
I don't like.
I switched to a pistol because I'm a
Jeez,
weirdo.
Regina,
I'm
how are you
trying to grab
still
the right
alive?
controller.
Seriously. This is
Because I have a
ridiculous.
bat.
Oh, right.
Okay.
We got a VIP on our top rafters going on.
Yeah, he's in our room.
Rocket to the feet. All right.
Yeah, and
Yes.
is like
Hunt
my
down
panic
that
response.
VIP. Hunt down the VIP. Yeah. Where now? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh. It's sniper time. It's sniper time. You're gone.
Oh no, this is not where I want to be.
Oh, this is a terrible spot to be VIP.
VIP. Hey, come over here.
These servers
Yay!
are so
That's it.
Perfect.
Let's see that final kill.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's Aurora.
With the
Okay,
big
well-
play? With a big moment?
Oh, that's
Died.
died anyway.
No, you
Are you
slept.
kidding me?
Went to sleep. You're like, I was eating. You have more sleep.
This video is dedicated to Jerry Lexington, not an actual name, Alexa, and Snartle for funding this channel. That support will offset the loss of me not having my name permanently credited on the map file, since that's also not a thing right now.